Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi, I'm Bill the Piano Tuner. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone's having a nice holiday. Now, last week we talked about the Story & Clark piano, and if you look over here, you'll recognize this old piece of a plate from a Story & Clark that was delivered to me, and it was no good, so I smashed it all up in pieces and I kept this as a souvenir. What I'd like to do is use this today to talk about the Wegman cast iron pin block. Now, this is a tuning pin. If you look closely, you'll see the threads. There's a little hole, it's called the becket. The string goes into the hole, and you put coils around the pin, and you put it through the block, and in almost all cases, in the back here, it's driven into a plank of wood, laminated maple, which holds the pin tight. Now, the cast iron pin block that Wegman put out, instead of having a wood pin block back here, they just cast a real thick piece of cast iron. Now, what they did is they drilled into the cast iron. The pin would go into the hole, and it would be the weight of the string, the tension of the string would make the pin on the inside hit the top of the hole and force the pin down on the cast iron, which would hold the pin tight. Now, the difference between a cast iron block and a wood pin block is that when the pin block is wood, it has tension and holds the pin either when you're tightening. What you do with it, when this is in the block, to tighten you turn clockwise, to loosen you turn counterclockwise. Now, like I said, in a wood pin block, you have resistance either tightening or loosening. But in a cast iron pin block, all you have is the pressure coming down. If you try to loosen and you're not aware that the piano, the pin block's going to just lose all resistance, and what happens is the hammer's thrown in a circle, and I did it a few times. The hammer just flies off of the pin and lands in the key bed. Well, the cast iron pin block would last forever. A Wegman, I've only come across one in 38 years. I'm going to talk to my colleagues and see if any of them have had the experience of tuning one. Well, that's all I have for you today. Have a happy New Year, a blessed Christmas, and I'll see you next week.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.